Mr. Disher. I've been telling you all week you gotta fix your fence. You've got deer all over the road. You must be the famous Mr. Monk. Disher talks about you all the time.
You gonna clean his house while you're here?
He's joking. We were joking with you. Welcome to Chambers County, Mr. Monk. Got a housewarming gift for you. It's the case file, complete with photos, but you're both wasting your time. It was a suicide. Sure as shooting.
How do you know?
Lenny and me were the first ones up here. We were at the community center down the hill. There's a big dance every month. Someone heard a gunshot. We were here 4, maybe 5 minutes later.
You didn't see anybody else?
He was alone. I'm 100% sure. The irrigation sprinklers were on. The ground was muddy. There were no footprints. By the truck, on the road, nowhere. It was suicide, sad but true.
Sheriff, we have to go.
I'm gonna need that back. There's another dance tonight. You can bring it with you.
Well, I wasn't planning on going to the dance tonight.
I wasn't talking to you. Do something about those deer.
Yes, ma'am.
Did she wink at me? I think she winked at me.
Mr. Monk, I was hoping you were gonna be here. I'm going undercover tonight. What do you think? Oh, is this your first square dance?
I'm not here to dance. Randy and I have a theory about the case.
Well, I have a theory too. I think you really came here to dance. Come on.
No, I can't. I'm married.
Where's your wife?
She's dead.
To be honest, I've got mixed feelings about that. On the one hand, I'm sorry for your loss. On the other hand, here we go. Listen up. What are you afraid of?
Well, it's a pretty long list. Is Jimmy Belmont here?
Why?
Just curious.
He never comes to these things.
Wasn't he here a month ago?
Woo! You're right, he was.
Now into the right arm star. Turn the star around.
Did anybody else besides Belmont hear the shot?
No.
All the girls step out, twirl your partner, swing your partner around you, now promenade her home you go. Promenade on around you do and
That is pretty odd now that you mention it. Do the people a favor. Get your butt back to San Francisco. You are a cop. You don't belong here. Mr. Monk, I don't know where you belong. I got a feeling you don't know either. But if you're ever in Chambers County again, bring your dancing shoes. Gentlemen, now if you'll excuse me, I got a prisoner to process.
You ready?
It's been 12 years.
It'll come back to you. It's like sex. Well, not sex. I mean, something you do. Edith Capriani, I'm Sergeant Doyle.
And I'm Detective First Class Adrian Monk.
We received a call that there was a reported homicide.
Yeah, he tried to kill me.
Who tried to kill you?
Mr. Barton, he lives with me. He tried to suffocate me.
Monk, she's seen the badge. When did this happen?
This morning, in bed. I woke up, and he was covering my mouth.
And is Mr. Barton still inside?
Yeah, he's going crazy in there. He acts as though he owns the place. But it's my name on the lease. It's my apartment. He's a deadbeat. Good for nothing.
All right, you go in. I'll cover the back.
Stay here.
Mr. Barton. I can't stay mad at you.
It's a cat.
Shh. He thinks he's people.
Have fun.
You're not coming?
I'm right behind you, Detective.
Hello again. I'm Detective First Class.
I know who you are. What took you so long? I've been waiting for 3 hours. He's inside my apartment.
Okay, is this about your little friend, Mr. Barton?
No, this is different.
All right, ma'am, look, the 911 line is for emergencies only, real emergencies.
This is an emergency. It's Mr. Lawrence. He lives upstairs. He's going crazy.
Mr. Lawrence.
He came downstairs for a visit. He wanted some milk. He loves milk.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then all of a sudden, he starts running around, knocking things over, screeching, screaming. He tried to scratch my eyes out.
Uh-huh. Let me guess. He's Persian?
No, he's from Burma.
Of course he is. What the hell have you been feeding him?
Mr. Monk, it's nice to have you with us.
Oh, he's just a little nervous.
Oh, there's nothing to be nervous about. You're gonna have to let go of that ticket.
Okay, wait. Okay, take it, quick.
Trouble ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, could I have a scotch and water, please?
Not till we're airborne. Are you okay?
Just don't fly very often.
What's that?
Oh, that's your call button in case you need help.
Can I help you?
I was just testing the button.
Seems to be working. So you can stop now.
Adrian, sit down.
Let me guess. First time on a plane?
Oh, no, I've been on a plane before.
Where'd you go?
Well, didn't actually go anywhere. Before we took off, I was crying so much, they asked my mother and me to leave the plane.
Tell her how old you were.
I was 27.
D's a real squawker.
Do you need any help?
Me? Honey, I've been doing this job for 19 years. I've never met a rider I couldn't handle. We meet again.
Excuse me, that woman back there is coughing and coughing. She's not covering her mouth.
I'm not her mother.
I know, it's the air. It's all recirculating, and it feels like she's coughing right on me.
We have a special supply of fresh air up front. I'm not supposed to do this, so I'm gonna have the captain pipe it directly into your blower. Okay?
Okay.
Don't tell anybody else.
Thank you.
She was patronizing me, wasn't she?
Welcome to Nationwide Airways Flight 635, nonstop to Newark, New Jersey. In the unlikely event of loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop automatically from the overhead compartment.
I'm sorry, you were talking so fast. The overhead, what?
Compartment. Simply place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally.
Could you just say that little part again? I couldn't see.
Simply place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally.
Maybe we should test them.
We don't need to test them.
But how do we know that they're working?
They all work, okay? There are 4 exits in the aircraft, 2 in the forecast.
Excuse me? Is she? 2 in the forward section. Go on.
And 1 over each wing. In the event of an evacuation, we are asking passengers seated nearest to the exits.
I'm so sorry. How can we be sure that we have the best people sitting near the exits?
If you don't think that the cabin is safe, perhaps you'd be more comfortable flying downstairs in the cargo bay?
She got you, Adrian.
Mr. Monk, I'm only gonna say this once. It is a federal offense to disobey a flight attendant. But if you get out of your seat again, I will call the air marshals and have them meet you when we land. Sit down!
What are you doing?
You won't be needing that again. Oh. Look at me, I'm shaking.
You'll be fine. What are you doing? I thought you'd quit.
I did. I had Adrian Monk as a passenger from San Francisco to Newark. He'd never flown before. I don't think he'd ever been out of his house before. He asked a million questions. He cried for 2.5 hours. He gave half the cabin a nervous breakdown, including me, the co-pilot, and about a dozen passengers. We have a support group now. We meet every month.
Really?
The last one was in Minneapolis. I couldn't make it.
Why not?
I'm afraid to fly. You want to speak with my son?
Yes. Ma'am, we've been talking to musicians all day, and we understand that Daniel plays violin for the Bay City Quintet.
Yes, that's right. In his spare time.
According to your son's employer, he called in sick this morning.
He got home very late last night, and he was tired.
Is he home, Mrs. Carlisle?
Mother?
Daniel!
Is something wrong?
These people are with the police. They want to talk with you.
Can you ask them to come back? I'm rehearsing right now.
Daniel Carlisle.
That's right.
Could I see your other hand?
I have a concert tonight, if you don't mind.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Carlisle. Have a nice day, ma'am.
How did you know?
We followed you. We saw you at the payphone. Then we saw you go to the bank and make a withdrawal. You must be Daniel's brother?
Jacob.
Mrs. Carlisle, when did they kidnap your son?
Wednesday. Feels like a year ago.
They cut off his finger to prove that they had him, and when we went to retrieve it at the park, it was all roped off and there were police everywhere.
This young boy found his finger before you got there. That's what led us to you.
You found us from his finger?
What are their demands?
$500,000. And they said that if we went to the police, it would kill Daniel. That's why we couldn't tell you the truth.
Sorry, I just can't stop shaking. I'm sorry.
Mr. Monk, you have to promise me one thing. You won't tell the police. If you do, they'll kill him.
I don't know if I can promise you that.
Do you have children?
Yes, I have a son.
Well, then you know how I feel. Wouldn't you do anything for him? Wouldn't you die for him?
Yes, I would.
Hello. We have the money. I understand. 30 minutes? Yes. My son Jacob will bring it. He'll be alone. Is Danny all right? Is he hurt? Could I just speak to him for one? Please, I just... They want you to go to the YMCA on Vinton Street, and you'll find locker 42 there. And inside there'll be a note.
I can't do it. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm sorry. can't do it.
It's all right. I'll do it.
Mrs. Carlisle, you can't go. They're expecting a man.
She's right. We'll have to find a man. Or I could do it.
It's jungle out there, disorder and confusion everywhere. No one seems to care. Well, I do. Hey, who's in charge here? It's jungle out